Hey guys, Alan here from Gods of Wall Street. I'll just be recording my review on the Volatility 101S robot. Okay, let me open MT5. Okay, so the name is saying Bitcoin there because I initially made this robot to trade Bitcoin, but then it trades well on my Volatility 101S on binary on deriv.com broker. So it trades the 5 minutes chart. We'll start from 2019, but then it will start in August, September of 2019, but there it's saying January because the history only saves us up to September 2019 up to 2021 June 16th. That's where the backtest will end. So these trades and then the initial balance is 1000. It's in USD. That's the initial balance. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, that's the strategy tester visualizer for MT5. Since this robot trades MT5, we're using the MT5 strategy tester. Okay, it will start in a moment. The backtest will start in a moment. It's loading. Okay, the backtest has started. Let me just pause and change the color code from black and white, from black and green to black and white, so that you see the trades well. Okay, let's remove the grid. Let's show the period separators. Okay, I think the backtest is ready to start now. That's the first trade. Okay, let's go. So this trade, as you will notice, this trade is trading at the beginning of each new day, as you can see there, right at the period separator. Another trade there at the beginning of each new day. That's when this robot trades. Okay, so that's a balance line there. So we'll put both screens here so that you see how the balance line is forming and how the candlesticks are trading. We are trading Volatility 101S with this robot. So as you can see, trades are coming in. The strategy test is running. That's a quick trade. So this one and the NAS 100, they are not different in terms of the logic behind these two robots, the NAS and the Volatility 101S. The logic is the same. The main difference is that on this guy, we'll have a lot of trades because almost on each single day there is a trade with this guy, and we'll only have one trade per day with this guy. Since we are trading the opening bar. We are trading the opening bar of the day of Volatility 101S. That candlestick. The first candlestick is the one we are analyzing to see where the market will go. That's what's going on with this robot. So only one trade per day. So in 30 days, in a month, you have 30 trades. In 3 months, you have roughly 90 trades. In 2 months, you have roughly 60 trades. So when you subscribe for the 3 months, you have 90 trades. You have 90 trades. Let's say you're using a small account. If you're using a small account and you subscribe for 90 days for 3 months, meaning you have 90 trades. And then if that small account, you are making a profit of $2. When you're making a profit of $2, you have 180 dollars at the end of that 3 months. If you're using a small account, you have 180 dollars, enough to pay for subscription. Excuse. But then that's a huge drawdown there. You've seen that's a huge drawdown there. That's a drawdown there. You can see it on the balance line there as that long green spike protruding to the downside. That shows that drawdown we had. Okay, so we are up 2,000 from 1,000. As I said, this backtest started with 1,000 and we are up 2,200. We are now in November. Excuse. Most trades will be quick ones. Most trades will close within a day. That's the advantage this one has over the NAS 100 robot. But even this one will have some trades which will run for 2 days and all that. But usually most trades on this guy will close within the day, so that you can trade again on the next trade. And then if there's a running trade, the next trade won't be executed because we're only entering one trade, one setup, one trade until a trade closes. That's when another setup will be entered. Okay, so let's see. We're now in December 7th, December 2019. Quick trades there, as you can see, right on the period separator. That's when the trades are entered, at the beginning of each new day. As I said, we are trading the first candlestick. The first candlestick is the one this robot is analyzing. We're analyzing the first candlestick for the day on Volatility 101S, and then the robot will decide whether to sell or buy. So the same model is being applied. The same model I explained in the previous video for the NAS 100 robots, whereby we want to simulate unlimited capital. We want to simulate almost unlimited capital. So the only way to do that, the only way to simulate almost unlimited capital, is to increase the stop loss and then reduce on the lot size you're using. We're now on 20th December. Smooth balance line, 3K. As you can see, 3K. Most trades don't have drawdowns, as you can see from the balance line. We're now in 2019, December 18th. We are up 3K from September 2019. Excuse. Smooth balance line. Smooth balance line. That was a huge drawdown there, but the trade closed within a day. My dogs are making noise in the background. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. My dogs are barking in the background. Sorry about that. So this is how the robot would have traded in real time. We're just backtesting using MT5 strategy tester. This is how it would have traded. We are up 3,300 and we are now in January 2020. Smooth balance line there. A few spikes to the downside. Those short drawdown. They short drawdown. The spikes short drawdown. But it's smooth. As I said, we are simulating the almost unlimited capital by reducing the lot size and increasing the stop loss. We're reducing the lot size to compensate on the increased stop loss in case the time comes when our stop loss has been hit. Okay, so as you can see, most trades are quick. Most trades are quick on this guy. In 30 days, you are guaranteed 30 trades. In 3 months, if you subscribe for a 3 months subscription, you are guaranteed of 90 trades. But then, once you start trading, you trade using a small lot size, and then slowly you start to increase that lot size. You start increasing the lot size slowly. So within that 90 days, you would have increased your lot size to a bigger lot size. So let's say if you're using $100 trading account or $200 trading account, and let's say you are making $2 per trade at the start of your trading, by the time the 3 months is done, you would have been making a lot of money per trade. You would have doubled your lot size at the end of that 3 months. You would have increased your lot size to a bigger lot size so that you can be making more money. But then we increase the lot size steadily. So we are on January 27th, 2020. As you can see, the robot is taking trades. We're using MT5 strategy tester to see how the robot would have traded from 2019 to 2021. This is a Gods of Wall Street Volatility 101S trading robot. It trades 1 trade per day at the beginning of each new day. This robot trades 1 trade at the beginning of each new day. In a month, you are guaranteed 30 trades in a month. In 2 months, roughly 60 trades. In 3 months, if you go for the 3-month subscription, you will be guaranteed roughly 90 trades. So we are now in February 2020. February 2020. Let's see the progress. That's the progress. That's the balance line. We are up 4K. We are up 4K from 1K, from $1,000. We are up 4K, and this is at this is with a fixed lot size. We are up 4K with a fixed lot size, but in real time you will be increasing your lot size. It's difficult. It's not possible to increase lot sizes on a strategy tester. So in real time, you would have made more money than that if you had the 1K initial balance. Quick trades there, as you can see. Quick trades on most days. If you're in Central Africa or Central Europe there, by the time you are waking up in the morning, the robot would have entered the trade and closed the trade without you realizing it. So you'll be waking up in the morning to a profit. You'll be waking up in the morning to a profit. Excuse. Smooth cave there. Smooth cave there. Smooth cave there. We are now February 21st, 2020. That's like a small drawdown we had there. It's a small drawdown. Let's watch and see how the balance line will look like at the end of the back tests. That's a huge drawdown there. That's a huge drawdown there. It's the reason we're using small lot sizes to survive such spikes. To survive such spikes. It's the reason why we are using a small lot size to survive such spikes. If you're not using a small lot size, you would have been taken out by that drawdown there. One would have been taken out by that drawdown there. Okay, so let's see. I'll leave the window here running so that you can be seeing the balance line and the charts at the same time. So that you can be seeing the balance line and the charts. We're now in March, 5th March, 6th March now. This is a volatility 10-1S robots in action. That's a drawdown there. That's another huge drawdown there. You see it there on the balance line, right? Smooth cave. In real time, this cave would have been exponential. This cave would have been exponential, not a straight line as it seems like that. It would have been exponential because you would have been increasing your lot size in real time. But with a back test, it's not possible to increase the lot size. From 1K, we are now up 5K. 5K. From September 2019 to March 2020, we are up 5K from 1K. Smooth cave. Smooth cave, as you can see. Smooth balance line there. One trade per day. We are analyzing the first candle of the day. The robot analyzes the first candle of the day and we make a decision from that. Check the trades, check the balance line. So with this robot, we're using the same logic as the NAS 100 trading robot. Want to simulate the almost unlimited capital. Since retail traders, we don't have enough capital to hold trades or to survive well in this market. So we have to simulate a model. And the way we do that is by increasing the stop loss, reducing the lot size to compensate on the increased stop loss, and buy and sell on strategic points. Buy and sell on strategic points. We are up 5,645. I want you guys to check the consistency of this system. The big money will always come once you start compounding those profits. Once you start increasing the lot size steadily, the big money will come. I'm not promising you doubling of accounts in one trade or two or three or four trades. No, my systems don't work like that. As you can see, we're having drawdowns on some trades. So to survive that drawdown, you have to use a small lot size. I'm showing you all this so that I can be transparent. You saw that drawdown there. If you're using a big lot size, you would have been taken out before we could take profit. But on the majority of the days, the trades will be instant. The trades will be instant. But then we cannot afford to use a huge lot size. So let's check the trades. The strategy tester is running. As you can see, the balance line is forming there as the trades are coming in. This robot trades one trade per day. We trade the opening price action of the market. We trade the opening price action of the market. We're using a small lot size because we're using a big stop loss. So we need to survive when that stop loss comes. We need to survive to fight another day. We're not using a lot size in such a way that when it hits our stop loss, our account is blown. No, we're using a small lot size. Myself, I make less than 1% of my account balance per trade. Let me repeat that. I said myself, I make less than 1% per trade. So, for example, if my account is 1,000 US dollars, at the end of 30 days, I need to make 30% of $1,000, which is a $300 or less. So that I can survive these huge drawdowns, I have to keep the lot size small. In order to survive the huge drawdowns. in order to survive the huge drawdowns and the stop loss when it spikes. I make 10% per trade when I open an account, when I start trading, and then I do not increase the lot size until the account grows, because the 1% per trade is like the maximum lot size I use. It's like the dangerous lot size I use. So once I start trading a new account, let's say I deposit $1,000, I risk high, but then I do not increase the lot size. I do not increase the lot size for a few weeks. I do not increase the lot size for a few weeks until the account grows and the lot size is no longer a risk to my account balance. That's what I do. That's a risk I take. That's a risk I take. We're now in May 2020, 21st May 2020. Check the balance line, check the trades are coming in. We're using the Gods of Wall Street Volatility 1S trading robot. It only takes one trade per day. In 30 days, you're guaranteed 30 trades. 30 days, you're guaranteed 30 trades. 90 days, 3 months, you're guaranteed roughly 90 trades. We're using a small lot size to compensate on the big stop loss. We're using a big stop loss because we're trying to simulate the almost unlimited money system. So we are simulating the almost unlimited money model because traders, we do not have enough money to survive well in these markets. We do not have enough money to survive well in these markets. So we came up with a model to simulate the almost unlimited money model. And we do this by increasing the lot size or by increasing the stop loss and reducing on the lot size. So we're now in June of 2020, June 5th, 2020. As you can see, the strategy tester is running. Smooth balance line there. We're using a small lot size. To compensate on the bigger stop loss. We are up 7K. We are up 7,410 from 1K. That's like 700%. That's 700% from June or from September 2019 to June 2020 on a fixed lot size. In real time, could have been increasing the lot size, but then this is a strategy tester. We cannot increase the lot size on a strategy tester. 18th June 2020. We're using a small lot size so that we're not taken out when our stop loss has been hit. We have to live to fight another day. This is a battlefield. This is a jungle. You have to survive to fight another day. You don't have to use huge risk so that when your stop loss has been hit, you are out of the game. That shouldn't be the case. We have to live to fight another day. That's why we're using a small lot size. And the trade frequency on this robot is that it trades every day, 1 trade per day. 1 trade per day. I posted some time back that I'll be trading Volatility 101S with 99.7%. I posted some time back on Instagram that I'll be trading Volatility 101S with 99.7% certainty that I won't make a loss. I'll tell you at the end of the video where that 99.7% certainty is coming from when this backtest is done. Once the backtest information has been generated, the backtest report has been generated, I'll let you know where that 99.7% certainty is coming from. So let's watch. The trades are coming in. The balance line is forming. We're now 5th July 2020. 5th July 2020. We have like 9 more months to June 2021. Okay, that trade had a big drawdown. But it closed within a day. It's a rough market. 15th July. Check the balance line. Check the strategy visualizer. The robot is in action. As it would have traded. So this is a backtest as the robot would have traded from 2019 to 2021. we are up 8k on a fixed lot size. As I mentioned, on a strategy tester we cannot increase the lot size, but in real time you will be increasing your lot size as you trade. So in real time we could have made more money than 8k, probably if we are compounding the profits in real time and increasing the lot size. Probably we could have reached maybe 100k, because these are a lot of trades that have been taken so far without increasing the lot size. That's why we're at 8k, but in real time it could have been more. We're trying by all means to use a small lot size so that when a stop loss hits when the stop loss has been hit, our account is not damaged. We want to live to fight another day. That's the whole concept. We have a big stop loss because we want to simulate the almost unlimited capital model. I was explaining in my last review video I made on Nasdaq 100. I was telling the traders that when these big banks are trading, they are not using a tight stop loss like a 200 pips stop loss on NAS or US 30. These guys have almost unlimited capital. When they take a position, they know that Nasdaq will bounce back and hit their take profit. When they enter a position, they know. So they're not using tight stop loss like 20 pips stop loss. That kind of mindset is used by us retail traders. Want to put a tight stop loss, but then this system goes against the retail traders mentality. So we're using a big stop loss and then buy and sell on strategic points. I repeat, we're using a big stop loss and then we buy and sell on strategic points. That guarantees us consistency. You can't be consistent with a retail trader's mindset of 10 pips stop loss each time you trade. We are going against that, and that's what guarantees us consistency. That's the only thing that guarantees us consistency. Going against the retail traders' mindset or mentality. That guarantees us consistency. So we're using a big stop loss to simulate the almost unlimited capital like the big banks and the big hedge funds, and then reduce on the lot size to compensate on the risk of using a big stop loss. To compensate on the risk of using a huge stop loss, we are using a small lot size, so that when our stop loss has been hit, our account is not damaged. We want to live to fight another day when a stop loss has been hit. Check the balance line, check the trades are coming in. One trade per day, one trade per day can change your life than having 20 trades in a day and not making anything. One trade per day, if you're consistent with one trade per day, that's when you can start thinking of being consistent with 2, 4, 5 or 6 trades per day. But if you can't be consistent with one trade in a day, then you cannot be consistent with many trades in one day. We're now in August 2020. August 2020. Check that trade there. Took a lot of days. I don't know if it will hit our stop loss or take profit. I'm not sure. It's going to our stop loss. Stop loss has been hit. Stop loss has been hit. Stop loss has been hit after 1 year of trading. Stop loss has been hit right there. Stop loss has been hit. Stop loss has been hit from 9k. We're down to 7,000k. From 9,000 to 7,000, somewhere there. September 2020. September 2020. Almost a year of backtest from 2019, from September 2019 to September 2020. Almost 1 year. Yeah, it's 1 year. It's exactly 1 year of backtest. Only one loss in 1 year. Only one loss in 1 year. Only one loss in 1 year. I don't know what you do with all those profits for going 1 year without a loss. What you do with those profits is up to you. It's not up to me. Plus, you would have been compounding the profits. Here on a back test, it's a fixed lot size we are using here. That trade is going to our stop loss. Another stop loss has been hit. Another stop loss has been hit. Almost two consecutive stop losses have been hit in the month of September 2020. In the month of September 2020, two consecutive losses have been hit. What happens from now until the backtest is done is what will matter. What happens from now until the backtest is done is what will matter. So let's see if the system will be able to recover those two losses. Let's see if the gods of Wall Street Volatility 101S trading robots will be able to recover the two losses we just had in the month of September of 2020. Let's see what happens. What happens next is what determines the fate of these robots. What happens next is what will determine whether or not this robot is worth using. Imagine on your first day of trading you are at a loss like this. Imagine on your first day of trading, September 23rd. Imagine on your first day of trading you are at a loss like this. And that's one thing we cannot guarantee from gods of Wall Street. We cannot guarantee the day we will have a loss. It's very difficult to know the day we're having a loss. But it's possible that out of all the days someone can join our subscription plan on the day we are having a loss. It's possible. It's possible that someone can join on the day that we're having a loss. But that's like the probability of that happening is thin, is slim. But then it's possible. So we cannot guarantee you the day a loss would come. That's a risk we take as traders. We don't know what's going to happen in future. When you're using the law of probability in trading, you do not know when or how the losses will be arranged. You can have one loss in January and the other one in June, or you can have one loss today and the other one tomorrow. So what we know is that on an extended period of time, we make this amount of wins and this amount of losses. But how they are arranged, the sequence in which the losses come cannot be determined. Since we are trading in probabilities, we know that long term will win, but then we don't know that day when the loss will come. We don't know that day when the loss will come. What we know is that long term will win. That's what we know. But how the losses are arranged is not up to us to determine. That's probability. That's where the uncertainty of this market comes in. But we are a bit, in fact, we are very certain that we'll win long term. But then what we don't know is when that big loss would come. Okay, so the second loss is being recovered there. We are slowly recovering the loss which we made in September. We are now in October. So from September, we made two losses. Both losses were made in September of 2020. We are now on the last day of October, almost on the last day. We are on the 24th, October 24th. That's Independence Day here in Zambia. So now we are on 26th October, and as you can see, one loss is almost recovered. One loss is almost recovered. 1 month down the line, we are almost recovering this second loss we made. 1 month down the line, since the loss was made in September, now in October. Last day of October, we are now on the 30th of October. 31st. We are now on the 31st. So we're up 9k when the stop loss was hit. We were up 9k. We were up 900% since we started with 1k. 5th November, 6th November, we're using a small lot size to compensate on the big stop loss. I repeat that one. how the robot trades until the backtest is done is what will determine whether this robot is worth trying out. Okay, so one loss is almost recovered. This trade took some time to close. Had a huge drawdown there. Okay, so one loss has been recovered. We made two losses in September 2020. We made two losses. One loss has been recovered. We are now in November 26th. Now let's see if we'll recover this other one. Let's see how we recover this other one. September 2020 was unfortunate. There were two losses. We had two losses in September of 2020. It was unfortunate. December 4th December. The robot is on its way now to recover this other loss. I repeat, the robot trades one trade in a single day. One trade. We trade the opening price action. On Volatility 101S. What happens now is what will determine whether this robot is worth trying out. So even I, as the creator of this robot, I cannot tell when the robot will make a loss. I said this earlier on in this video. I cannot tell. We are trading in probabilities. I'm trading in probabilities. All I know is that long term I'll win, but when that loss will come, that one I cannot tell as well. As you can see, the balance line, there are only two losses on the balance line, but we have drawdowns, we have spikes to the downside. I want to show you this video so that you can see what a screen recording cannot show you. I'm showing you the drawdowns. So in a video like this, in a backtest like this, you can see the drawdowns, the actual drawdowns which we could have faced or had while trading the market at that particular time. So the spikes to the downside are the drawdowns. The permanent spikes to the downside are the losses, as you can see from the balance line, and we've only had two from September 2019 to December 2020. We've only had two losses. We are almost heading to 2021. We're almost heading to January 2021. That's 29th December. We are now on 29th December. Want to see how the robot trades in 2021 up to June 2021. Want to see how this robot would have traded. So here we're using a small lot size, and then we're using a big stop loss. That simulates the almost unlimited capital type of trading. So we are now in January 2021. We are up 9k. We were at 9,700 before we made the loss, but now we are up 9k from $1,000. That was the initial balance for the back test. As you can see, the risk there on the account steadily falls. The risk, the drawdown steadily falls there on the account, because we are not increasing the lot size. We are trading with a fixed lot size on a strategy tester. In real time, you could have been increasing the lot size. So in real time, from 2019 to 2020, you could have made maybe, with a balance of 1,000, you could have maybe made even 100k or more. I haven't done my calculations because these are a lot of trades. Taken. January 15th, 2021. As you can see, most trades are instant on this guy. Most trades are instant. When you're done watching this video, and when I start posting results, because I've been posting results on this robot, on the Volatility 10.1s robot, but then it's been mixed with, I've been using an account where I used to trade other robots as well. I've been testing this guy. If you go on my Instagram, you go on the posts I've been posting from last year. This is the same robot for the Volatility 10.1s. This is the same robot I've been using. It's the same robot I've been using, but it's just that on those accounts, I've been trading other robots as well. So I've been trading currencies. I've been trading instruments like Volatility 75. Those are other robots. Volatility 101s. Those are other robots. But then I want to introduce this one to you guys so that we can all win together. So 28th January, and the robot is still running. Want to see what happens when the robot reaches June. So that was September there, 2020. We made two losses and we've recovered the loss in January. Two losses. We've we've recovered 2 losses. It was unfortunate that we made 2 losses in September, but they've been recovered. As you can see from the balance line, we are back at almost 10k, almost 10,000. 2 losses have been recovered in January. 2 losses have been recovered from October to January. From October to January, we've recovered 2 losses. We've recovered 2 losses. We are now in February of 2021. We are now in February of 2021. This robot trades 1 trade per day. 1 trade per day. We're using a small lot size because of the drawdown and the big stop loss. We want, when a stop loss has been hit, we want to leave to fight another day. We have to leave to fight another day. As you can see, most trades are instant. Before you wake up in the morning, if you live in Central Africa or Europe, before you wake up in the morning, the robot would have exited the trade already. Only a few days like this, that's when it would take longer. That's when it would take longer. That's a spike there. That's when it would take longer to close. Only on a few days. But most of the days, most trades will be instant. Most trades will be instant. Within the night, the trade would have closed, so you'll be waking up to a profit. You'll be waking up to a profit. So you'll be getting paid for going to bed and waking up. When you're using these robots, you'll be getting paid for going to bed and waking up. March 2021. 19th March 2021. 20th now. We've recovered the 2 losses we made in September of 2020, and the balance line is now shooting up now. The balance line is now shooting up. So let me mention this. The 2 losses we made in September could have been recovered even before December, because then the thing is this, on a fixed lot size, we are not increasing the lot size as the robot trades, but in real time we could have been compounding. So let's say by the time we started recovering the 2 losses, we could have been compounding the profits and increasing the lot size in bits. We could have been increasing the lot size in bits. Okay, this one took long. This trade took 2 days. It's the longest trade to close. Okay, it has hit our take profit there. It's the longest. It took 2 days to close. It's the longest so far, if you've been following the video. Okay, so as I was explaining, recovering a loss on a fixed lot size took from October to January. It took from October to January to recover the 2 losses, but then in real time, with compounding of profits and increasing the lot size steadily, we could have recovered it even before December. It's a simple logic to understand there. I'm sure you all get it. You all get it now. Okay, so we are now in April. 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 So if there are any questions to this robot, I have a link to my Instagram below this video. I have a link to my Instagram. I'll be able to answer any questions. If you ask me any questions about this robot, I'll be able to answer when you send me a DM. When you DM me, when you send me a DM on my Instagram, I'll reply fast to all your questions about this system, how it trades, and everything. Now in April, that's April 24th. The balance line is shooting up now. We are up almost 12k. We are up almost 12k. We are up almost 12k. And then let me know if this robot should be on sale or if this robot should be on subscription basis, like the NAS 100 robot. Should this robot be on sale, or it should be on a subscription basis type of arrangement? I want to be fair with everyone. I'm asking this question. I haven't yet made up my mind. So send me a DM if this robot should be on subscription plan, or if you guys would love to own this robot. Okay, my laptop is almost low. Let me just go and plug it in. The laptop is almost battery low. Let me plug it in. Okay, so the video is almost coming to an end. Smooth balance line there. 25th, 26th now. Let me know, send me a DM. You can comment below if you want this robot to be on subscription plan, or if you want the robot to be on sale. And if you want the robot to be on sale, let me know in the comments how much you would buy a robot like this one. Let me know in the comments below how much you would buy a robot like this one. The robot is almost coming to an end. The backtest is almost coming to an end. Let's see how this robot trades. In the final days of June there. We are in June. The backtest should end, I think, on the 16th or the 15th of June. If I'm not mistaken, it should end on the 16th or 15th of June. We're on the 7th, the 8th now. The backtest is still running. We are on the 9th of June. Now. As you can see, trades are being taken. That's a huge drawdown there. That's a big drawdown there. Took about a day to close. These markets are risky. Okay, so the backtest is done right there. We can close the visualizer. The backtest is done from 2019 September 26th to 2021 June 16th. The balance line, smooth balance line, 2 losses, almost 13k, almost up 13k. We're up 13k. Okay, this is a report I was telling you about. So the initial balance there is 1000. Total net profit there is 12,027. That's a total net profit. Gross profit 15,975.40. That's a gross profit. And then minus the gross loss, the 3,948 gives the 12,000 there above there. Total trades 623. Consecutive wins 207, consecutive losses 1. Largest profit trade 55. Average profit per trade 25. So most trades were closing at $25 because I told you that we keep it at 1% per trade. Short trades won 300, which is 99.6. That's why I got that 99.7 certainty that I can trade Volatility 10-1S with 99.7% certainty that I'll lose. So there, the long trades won 223. That's 99.69% were wins. Entries per day. This robot trades every day, as you can see, Monday, Tuesday, and all those days. Trades every day. So you can check things you would like to check there. You can get screenshots, entries by months, losses and entries by month. As you can see, September, August, September there. That's when we had the losses. September, August. Okay, so the video is coming to an end. Make sure you DM me for any questions. This is how the robot trades. The video ends here. Thank you very much for watching.